Munhall Borough Workshop Meeting, December 9th, 2026, including 2026 budget. All right. Here's the flag. Mr. Cannon, will you?
I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, Dave, we'll start with the budget.
Okay, can we do roll call or just?
We can do it now, yeah, go ahead.
All right, Mr. Shields.
Here.
Mr. Needs.
Present.
Mr. Youngkins.
Here.
Ms. Fry.
Here.
Mr. Kaiser. Here. Mr. Elias.
Here.
Chief Coles.
Here.
Mr. Butterdine is here on the phone.
The mayor is not here currently, but I'm sure he'll be around somewhere.
Mr. Butterdine with us. Rich?
Yeah.
Okay, Rich is here.
All right. we have
Just
one.
checking, Rich.
Okay, I'm here.
You want to start with the budget?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I've updated the budget from last month, although there haven't been any changes to it. The copies of the budget are back there. There's also a brief explanation of the highlights as well. Basically, our income for this year in terms of property taxes are a little lower than we expected, so I adjusted the budget's income down slightly for next year. But even with all the limitations, there's no reason to raise taxes for this year. We're doing fine financially. There's going to be some discussion in January about fees, going through all of our fees across the board and seeing how we want to set our fee schedule for next year.
There was a question from Homestead on our parking fees, Dave. I know the West Homestead and Homestead apparently are increasing their parking fees for the waterfront. We're not just the waterfront for everybody, but I don't know if we want to keep up with what they're doing or not.
We have $30 currently, which I think is what Homestead's staying with, right?
I think so, and
And
then,
West Homestead's increased to 33,
yeah, then industrial, we charge what,
75.
75 for the
75
industrial?
for the industrial.
There's a difference between the industrial and,
Yeah,
where's the industrial?
just the blue buildings,
Okay,
Blue buildings.
not much.
no.
Okay. Any other questions on the budget?
And then further on, there's expenditures. That was just income, but real quick
Okay.
highlights of expenditures. Basically, the focus for this next year is going to be paving. We're going to put about $500,000 into paving for next year to kind of get caught up on where we kind of neglected for quite a few years.
We'll never get caught up.
Well, we're going to try to.
We're so far behind, we'll never get caught up.
For cost efficiency purposes, and I want to talk with the Public Works Director about focusing on areas, specific areas at a time, instead of doing one street in all parts of the borough. Focus on one area, you can get a lot more cost efficiency in terms of milling and paving if you focus on 4 or 5 streets in one area.
Instead of moving around.
Exactly. Now, I know there's a lot of concern with people in the community about that, because they're afraid, oh, next year they're not going to pave it, but I want to work and have an actual set schedule for the next 5 years of all the streets we'll pave, and we'll commit to paving, so that everyone feels that they're not being neglected.
At least they'll know when it's coming up.
Exactly. So we're working on Public Works on that, and we'll talk about that more in January. Yeah. We're also, the big change in terms of our fleet maintenance, I put into a budget mechanic to basically learn the tutelage of our current mechanic, John Chismar. He'll be retiring probably within a few years, and I want to basically bring someone up with as high a skill as possible to handle our fleet.
But he's not going anywhere soon this year.
No time soon.
All right.
But he'll basically wake up one day and say, yeah, I'm done. We need to be prepared for that. Additionally, I want to bring in at least a part-time receptionist so that our administrative assistant can help me more with other things instead of just answering phones.
This coming year?
Yes, I put in the budget for this coming year.
And how much are you allotting for that?
I'm putting 30,000 in the budget for that.
For a part-time position?
Yes.
How many hours a week?
Hasn't been decided yet.
How many phone calls do we get? Do we need to hire somebody? I mean, could John not answer the phone if Taylor moves up to help you some?
Well, he could, but I'm gonna be relying on John more as well to handle more of his responsibilities. It makes sense to have a deeper staff so we can actually get more done. That's one of the limitations we've had for this year, is I've not been able to get caught up on as much, because I'm doing so many other things that I shouldn't really be focused on.
And where would we put that person as far
That is
as
to be determined still, to work out.
We're thinking about a glass window in the front there, sliding glass window, as you walk in the door would be to the left. You have receptionist area there where you wouldn't have direct access if you're walking into to the office. That's kind of like.
We're working on some of the specifics still, but it's in the budget. It's not like we're gonna hire them in January. We're just something in the budget for now, and we'll see how it works out. Gonna continue with the build out for the second floor, get that completed, as well as a little bit for the third floor, and so we can start renting out that space and get more money in the building, as well as trying to find grant money to expand our heating and cooling capacity in the roof.
Is it really warm in here right now?
Doesn't
Okay.
really-
It's usually cold, but I'm really warm.
Battle motor garbage electric trucks that we've been waiting on for almost 2 years now. That's been pushed back to April, just so everybody knows.
Back to April.
Yes.
So we're running the gun to get everything going.
No, but we have started, Bob can update us on that, but we started the installation of the electric station in the lower parking lot.
When they originally talked by the end of this year, I didn't think it was gonna happen.
And then we also are going to start paying for 2 new triaxles.
Single axle,
Single axle, sorry.
yes. 10-ton truck.
Yeah, 10-ton trucks. Yeah, single axles. In September is when we have to start paying for that. But it's when it should be delivered.
Okay?
And that's our vehicle. We don't need any police vehicles for the next year, but after that, we're gonna start buying a new vehicle a year to keep up with the fleet. Doing a lot of catch-up in the last several years, but we're getting on schedule now, so. That's the budget, and the budget's explained here, and any questions so far about the budget?
The last sentence that you have under vehicles, no additional municipal vehicles will be purchased in, would that be 2026?
It should be 2026, yes.
So you're gonna go through this.
Anything else? Any more questions on the budget?
Yeah, I'm still gonna have a couple things.
Go ahead.
Just give me a second.
Hasn't changed much from last month, so. Oh, I did add the Homestead Cemetery as well. 10,000 in the budget for that.
Okay. Get there, Rusty.
Yes.
Did we add anything for continue the staffing program in the fire departments on this budget?
No, that was, hasn't been discussed.
I'll play the devil's advocate.
Is that right?
I'll play the devil's advocate. Why are we even saying that if we have volunteers? And why would they be, why would that appear in the budget? It's not on the agenda.
No, it's not right.
The budget is on.
Pardon me?
The budget's on the agenda.
The budget's on, the budget's on our agenda.
I know the discussion of what
That's
Tim just
Mr.
said.
Eads. I don't know, you have to ask Mr. Eads.
If we're talking about the budget, it would be in the budget. And why are we, the volunteer fire services, it's slowly fading away. People don't work, turns in the mills anymore when you have somebody around every shift of the day. So it's something that's worked. It's things going on in the borough. It's saved life and property. So why wouldn't we want that? Is my question.
What are you talking about, what we want? What is the proposal?
That was the sample.
I'm just asking.
What is the proposal?
I'm asking for money to continue the stipend program.
Where's the proposal? I've never seen it.
It's.
Greeny's never seen it.
We're talking about it. I've never seen it.
I know what you're talking
We're
about.
talking
You mentioned
about-
it last
yeah.
time, but I'm not aware of it.
Yeah,
We've never-
we're gonna talk about that
I,
program that,
Mr.
the
President.
senator.
I spoke to one of our legislators, a couple of our legislators, they said that, they put the stipend out, they're waiting for the reports to come back from the fire halls that use them. And I think we're trying to put the cart before the horse. Because if we pay for it now, and they decide to give us money for it, then they're gonna say, why ain't, well, you're paying for it now, why do we need to give you money?
In
And I spoke to the legislators.
in any matter, we're finishing up with the council in the next 3 weeks. We'll have new council members in 3.5 weeks. Any member of council,
I'll be roll, my wife, so there's just some totals under her.
CJ didn't have to
they'll have the ability to open up the budget in January. You know, members of council, three members of council can open up the
Should be four.
well, you have to have 3 come up with it
Right.
to make a motion, at least 2, then, you know, you can open the budget, we can discuss it in January if we want to. Everybody realize that? Any questions on that?
So we don't want to discuss.
This isn't the final budget as of this year. This is by law, we have to pass a balanced budget by, what, the 15th?
Yes,
December 15th. We have to get that through.
the 31st.
31st. So anyway, we have to, after that, we can reopen the budget on January 6th, I believe it is. If we open back up,
January 5th is the reorganization.
reorganization meeting, we can make a motion can be made to reopen the budget. Then we have till the 15th of January to pass the new budget.
15th of February, actually.
February, okay.
Yes, we have to have 10 days of notice for the boroughs.
Okay,
So, yeah, 15th of February.
so this isn't a necessary final budget for 2026. We're just doing our due diligence to get through December. Right, Mayor?
Yeah,
Mayor's how it works.
that's how it works. I
That's
mean,
how it
I think, I don't even think it has to be the 5th. I think it could be at the first meeting, actually.
Yeah, we can do it then, right.
You could do it the 5th or the first meeting if they want to open up the budget.
Yeah.
Okay. Any more
In
questions?
January.
We can move to the workshop meeting, we're done with the budget. Okay. We'll start with the workshop. Have a conversation, Mr. McLean from MAPS, you have the floor.
Thank you. Listen, I just wanted to take a second just to thank the elected officials of Munhall for supporting Munhall Ambulance the past year. And that has made a massive difference to our daily operations and then also what we can pay our employees. Prior to the help from the municipality and our elected officials, we were one of the lowest paying EMS services in the area, and now, with your help, we are now equal, if not past, what we can pay on an hourly rate to our paramedics and EMTs, which has completely transformed our operations. For a while, especially post-pandemic, we were having a lot of difficulty hiring people and retaining people. And since the help, we've been able to turn that around. The fact now where we're heavy on paramedics, and we also have a lot of pre-hospital RNs on our staff, which is excellent. So that alone has just completely transformed our ability to not only pay our employees a livable wage, but also replenish our equipment, cardiac monitors, our ambulances. So I just want to express how big of a difference that has made to us and our ability to respond to calls rapidly and, of course, keep a well-trained staff 24/7. And right now, what we staff to cover our community is 2 ALS ambulances 24/7. I mean, that's our primary goal. We also have a third ambulance that we staff Monday through Friday, and that helps us with the overflow of emergencies. And it also helps us to do some non-emergency work on the side without taking trucks away from our community. Covering Munhall is our primary mission, and that's not going to change. I also wanted to talk to you about next year. Next year is a big milestone for us. 2026 will be our 30th anniversary, which is quite a milestone.
Wow, impressive.
I have a little statement here that I want to read to you. So next year, Munhall Area Hospital Services will celebrate an incredible milestone in our history. Established in 1996, we answered our very first emergency call nearly 3 decades ago, beginning a mission rooted in compassion, professionalism, and unwavering commitment to those we serve. 2026 will probably mark 30 years of continuous service to Munhall residents. Over that time, our dedicated crews have responded to more than 150,000 emergency calls, each one representing a moment when someone in our community needed help, reassurance, or life-saving care. Every response has strengthened our purpose, shaped our identity, and deepened our connection to the people who rely on us in their time of need. As we enter this anniversary year, we look forward to honoring this remarkable achievement by reflecting on how far we've come and celebrating the growth, dedication, and resilience that have defined our organization since day one. From advances in pre-hospital care to ongoing training initiatives to the development of strong partnerships, community outreach programs, flu shot clinics, CPR instruction, community health, safety, and of course 911 emergency responses. Our journey has been marked with a continual progress and a steadfast focus on serving Munhall and its residents with excellence. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to Munhall Council, along with all of our staff, past and present. Their selfless service, professionalism, and unwavering commitment to our community. This milestone belongs to every EMT, paramedic, dispatcher, administrator, volunteer, partner agency, and supporter who has contributed to our primary mission over the years. Their efforts, sacrifices, and dedication have built the foundation on which our success stands today. As we prepare to celebrate 3 decades of service, we remain more committed than ever to advancing pre-hospital care in our community, supporting our first responders, and protecting the health and safety of every resident and visitor to Munhall. During this 30-year anniversary, we're honoring our past, celebrating our present, and looking forward to a future defined by innovation, compassion, and continued selfless, dedicated service to our community, Munhall Borough. And obviously none of this would be possible without our employees and without the help of our elected officials. We have commissioned a celebratory anniversary badge which honors Munhall Area Pre-Hospital Services. We incorporated obviously the Star of Life for EMS, the Homestead Bridge, the Valley, the river, and then obviously 30 years of service with Munhall Homestead and established in 1996.
Are you putting on the ambulance?
Yeah, so our goal is, this is just a temporary badge. We're going to modify this a little bit and actually use this as our new badge for our service. We want to try to get something to put on the trucks. We're also going to try to get like a challenge coin. Throughout 2026, our plans are to try to have an open house sometime in the summer, invite the public in to have a look at what we do, have a look at our equipment. Another initiative, what we really want to work on in 2026 is free CPR certification. Our goal at MAPS is to make Munhall the safest place to have a medical emergency. Our goal is to try to train and certify as many residents that are willing to take part in a CPR certification class. We initiated that last year. We opened it up to the public. It was free to any resident of Munhall and Homestead. The normal price for that is $75 to $100 to become certified in CPR. What we want to do is to try to get at least one person and every resident in our community trained in CPR. I can't stress to you enough the importance of that and how big of a difference that can make in survival rates and sudden cardiac arrest. The early CPR, the early electricity is what saves lives. And the biggest thing is how quickly the CPR start. If we have one person in each household, or at least one person in every business in this area that can do CPR and is confident enough to do CPR, we will collectively make this a very safe community, just through that one initiative. And our goal is to try to get support from our elected officials through advertising, through pushing that initiative. I can tell you, we did about 10 classes last year. They were all free. We did them all at the station, and we got about 50 people certified in CPR. Just members of the public, moms, dads, 14-year-olds all the way up to, I think the oldest was 16. Now, that in itself is a great achievement, but we sort of felt like we were hitting our head against the wall because initially it started off real good. We were getting good numbers and then it dwindled. What we're looking for is just a little bit of assistance or a little bit of help with advertising or getting that word out there, putting it on a website, maybe just getting it up on any platform or anywhere where you guys put messages out. around the area. That in itself, if we can get the word out there, we're covering the expenses for that. We're going to pay the instructors to do that. We're going to cover the expense for the rosters, for the cards. This is an actual certification. It's not just, we'll show you what to do. We really want people to know what they're doing and at least be brave enough to step up and start compressions on that resident's chest or that family member's chest, because I can tell you right now, if that's not happening, the chances of survival just plummet with every minute that goes by. So the earlier we can get the chest compression started, the better. So 2026 that's the year, our 30th anniversary, when we're really going to push that program as much as possible. And if you guys are willing to help us with a little bit of advertising, that would be fantastic. Like I said, our goal is to make our community, the safest community to have a medical emergency. Like, that's our goal, that's our primary focus, and there's no reason why we can't pull that off with a little bit of help. We are your partner. We are here to service this community. It's our primary focus, and that's not going anywhere. It's not going to change. So I just want you all to know that. I'm right here, over there, right next door. I'm there 5 days a week. Like, come and see me anytime you want. If you have conversations, if you have any questions about what we're doing, if you have any questions about our finances, if you have any questions about money that's coming in and out, we are an open book. We have nothing to hide. And I just want you all to know that. And I know I don't get over here as much as I would like to. Hopefully that can change going forward. But my door is always open. I just want you to know that. There's nothing that we're hiding. There's nothing that we're doing behind closed doors. It's an open book. And our primary focus is this community. Pardon?
4 years ago, it wasn't open.
Well, the times have changed.
Yes, they have.
Times have changed. I can tell you right now, it's 24 years I've been working for Munhall. I started off as an EMT, and then I became a paramedic, and then I left for a short period of time, worked for another service, and I came back as quick as I could, because I realized how great of a service we have there. We have people that work for us who are instructors for the Center for Emergency Medicine in Pitt. And we're a teaching site for the Center for Emergency Medicine, we're a teaching site for CCAC and also Penn State. Our command physician is a former paramedic. Our command physician before that is also a former paramedic from Munhall. We have students coming through our service from all over the world. They're coming here and they're training here at MAPS, they're training here at our station. A lot of those people end up staying and becoming full-time employees. So we have, right now, a good thing going over there. Like you said, 4 years ago it was a little different. I can tell you right now, the board of directors we have is fantastic. Our new president is fantastic, and they're very proactive. They want nothing but the best. They're all residents. They all live in this area. We are their ambulance service. They're heavily committed to making us a better service, a better place, better equipment, better pay, everything that we need to attract the best providers into our area. And that is our primary goal. We want to provide Munhall and its residents with the best possible EMS coverage that we can give them.
I think we have that too.
Yeah, and listen, and your help is making that happen. It really is. Like, we are transitioning into being one of the top EMS services in this area, and you give us a couple of years, it's just going to get better and better. Anybody got any questions for me?
When is the actual date of when's the actual date of the anniversary?
It's the summer, so it's July, it was like late June or July.
We can actually work with you on that a little bit. Munhall's actually having their 125th anniversary on June 20th. So that would be a great time for us to, help you advertise. Not that we can't do it all year long too, but that'd be a great time to help you out, to advertise and even lead up to your anniversary celebration.
Yeah.
I don't know what you have planned for it, but
Yeah, listen, we're still working on a lot of that stuff, what we want to do, but we want to celebrate that as much as possible. And the big thing was we want to have transparency with our residents. Like, we want them to feel comfortable coming to our station and coming and meeting our employees and meeting me and seeing our equipment. I mean, that's the ultimate goal. We don't want people to be hesitant about calling 911 or be worried about calling 911. I can tell you another thing that we're doing is we are trying as much as we can to keep our prices as low as possible. What we bill for calls is lower than a lot of services around us. Our membership rates are lower than a lot of services around us. Because I can tell you, especially on the membership side, like 90% of our members are senior citizens. And that's a fact. And I can tell you, we put our membership up $5 and my phone was ringing off the hook.
Really?
Yes, for just a $5 increase.
Oh my God.
Because they wait on that, like it's the same people every year, so that membership in itself is there to help our elderly community. Like,
I wouldn't
so
do without it.
they're not getting nickel and dime with, bill after bill after bill. Once they pay that membership, then they don't get a bill. They
Believe it or
don't
not,
see
I'm a senior now. And I meet other people, Randy does too. I mean, you don't belong to the ambulance service?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
But that
That's
is,
the best
I can tell you that is, and again, maybe through some sort of joint enterprise, that is information that we need to get out to every single, especially the elderly members of this community. Like it's a one-time payment for a membership and it covers you for the entire year. And you don't have to worry about getting a bill or getting a bill for us coming to help them or co-pays or lift assist bills or refusal bills. Like the membership takes care of all of that. And our ultimate goal is to try to get that membership as high as possible. We do work with people all year long. We reduce bills. We work with the community. Like we understand what we are. We understand we're a community-based ambulance service, and we are here to help our community and try to keep those prices as low as possible. I'm seeing things that are happening in other communities and bills that people are getting that absolutely scares me. It's frightening. But it doesn't need to be that way. There's a way to do this business with working together that we can keep those prices low and also sustain the employees we have and pay them a living wage. There is a way to do it. And it's through a partnership between our elected officials and your EMS service. And I believe that right now we have that. What we have in place right now is a recipe for us to succeed. And for us to provide our community with what they need, which is a rapid responding, advanced life support EMS system and service. And I believe that we're just going to get stronger and stronger and grow with your continued support and help. And like I said at the beginning, I can't stress to you enough how much that has changed the outlook of our service. It really has sent us in a different direction. And I want to keep building on that and growing on that, because like I said, I've been here for this is my 24th year working for MAPS. And I just watched it grow and grow and grow. And then we went through a period of time where I was worried that we were going to survive.
You know, if you have the history of EMS in this area, it almost starts here.
That's
A
correct.
group of firemen from the #1 fire hall bought an ambulance back in the 60s. And they were the first ones to start transporting people for emergency calls. And followed up by #5 up on Munhall Gardens. They started the very first ambulance service in this area. Then in the 70s, I was part of the second group that went across, become EMTs with the group from was it Mercy at the time? And Tim Smoley in the back, we were EMTs at 19 years old, we volunteered.
Absolutely, 16.
16, yeah. And I remember flying to Boston and driving ambulances back.
Really?
But it all started right here in Munhall.
Wow.
No one had ambulance service here. Homestead, West Smith, and no one. It started right here in Munhall with Rich Vodadine, who's on the phone here with us right now. They all started. They bought a Cadillac ambulance, I believe it was 63 or 64.
I remember that ambulance.
Right. And before that, I don't know what they did. I guess they threw you in a police car and took
Police
you off.
cars. Yep.
What's that, Rich?
They threw him in police cars.
Right.
I was going to say, you definitely are showing your age. You
Right.
definitely are a
Oh, yeah.
citizen.
Well, I was a kid then, but Rich was here. Rich, when did #1 buy their first ambulance?
Oh, gee, that goes way back.
In the 60s.
Yeah, I don't really remember the date.
It was way back in the 60s.
Yeah, it was in the 60s.
Right.
Well, listen, that in
It
itself,
was a Cadillac, we bought the first ambulance.
Right, that Cadillac, right.
that's okay.
And, we were the first company in tri-state area to hold EMT class.
Right. Yes.
So
there's a history.
Oh,
here.
it's history here that's
That's what I
great.
mean. So like, my goal is to keep that history going, to keep it growing, to keep evolving, to keep moving with the industry. Like I can tell you right now, last year we invested almost $500,000 back into the service. We purchased a new ambulance and we purchased 4 new cardiac monitors. That investment has taken our service to the next level. And we want to continue that investment going. Everything that comes into us through billing, through municipal funding, goes right back into the service, whether it's through employee wages or equipment upkeep, training, and vehicle purchasing. So we are self-sufficient for the most part, and we just want to keep that going with your help and your assistance. There's no other factor here. It's Munhall and Homestead are our two primary areas. It's our primary focus. It's our primary mission. The residents of both those communities are everything to us. Like, that's our priority, and it's not going to change. And as long as I'm in this position, I'm just going to keep pushing that forward and making sure that we are one of the top services in the area, not just the employees that we have, but the training that they're receiving and the equipment that they can also use on these calls. So again, I just wanted to take that time to recognize our 30-year anniversary, and then also thank you guys for your support. It really does mean the world to not just myself and our volunteer board of directors, but to every employee that we have over there. Like right now, we have 36 employees, and we're fully staffed, which is awesome. So I just want to keep that going as long as possible.
Let us know how we can help you.
Thank you for your time. I
All right,
really
thank you.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work.
Yep.
Thank you, thank you.
Any more public comments? I think we've finance, we went through the finance.
I'll give you a quick update of the actual where we are in terms of our current budget for 2025. Go to the final page, total expenditures. So far, as of the end of November, we have spent $10 million of budget, 11.2 million almost. So we are 1.173 million, $1,173,000 under budget currently. Now, of course, there's still another month to go. And, but once again, I think we did a good job this year as a group.
That's a very good
keeping the budget under control. And we had some fortune with the whole parking lot thing that saved us a bit of money. But, yeah, so we're in a good spot.
Great. Great. To have that extra money at the end of the year is big. Because I know our reserve fund was down, that's where we got in trouble with the bond company a couple of years ago. Anything else?
No, I think we covered it. Any questions about finance specifically? Feel free to look at the packets and talk to me next week about it if you want more
We
details.
have another meeting next week.
Yes.
Public Works.
Yeah, like Dave said, the charging station has started. Everything's dug. Electricians were here today. UK Light was here today, setting a new pole. So we're on our way. As far as pouring the concrete, we need some warmer weather. We should be ready to go probably within a month. That's all I have.
I have a question that basically for the engineer and Public Works. The speed bumps on Ravine Street are great. Why don't they have the signage that says, everywhere I go, speed bumps is marked with a speed bump sign? We don't have those.
There's signs leading into them that say.
Like right next to them, there's a sign. Like
Well, that's what the painting on the road is for.
painting on the roads there, but how far before is the sign? Like up at Squirrel Hill, they're right there, you can see them coming.
Yes, they put them up pretty high too, and
Yes,
yes.
you can't see them as
People are
well.
having a hard time seeing them.
Yeah, I think that they either need to be bigger
Or
or
lowered.
Or lower.
And maybe we could check, and there's some I've seen that they put right at the speed hump.
That's what I'm talking
That
about.
lights up.
Oh,
Well, I don't know about lighting
No,
up,
Yeah.
they do it with solar.
Yeah.
It can't be that much more.
but I just
Some of
know,
them areas are really dark where the speed humps.
I know on Beechwood Boulevard, they're marked right there at the hump. Like, you see them coming, you know to slow down. That's it though.
We can look at that.
Yeah, I mean,
It's an easy solution.
they're, I would say, minimum standard right now. To put a sign at the speed hump is extra.
I have extra.
We can look into that, we can do it ourselves if we have to.
I have the signs, I can do it.
All right, yeah.
Let me follow up real quick.
that's the actions, not just talk, okay? I know it sounds asinine, but get them
He's
done.
gonna take care of it.
It's
I have the signs, I just gotta put them up.
It takes forever to get things done.
It does.
West Street, I spoke to the county this afternoon, this morning actually. So people understand the story of why West Street has not been completed yet. Normally, at the end of the season, the county is going to spend overtime to get all the paving done in time. But because of the budget problems we have with the state, they didn't get the money they were expecting to, and they didn't know that until after they milled the road. So now they just need 2 days of good weather, which they're hoping to do on Thursday to start, and get that finished. So they're hoping that the weather will hold and it won't rain on Thursday. That's where we are.
Yeah, it's kind of spooky. It's pretty cold to be paving no matter what you do.
There's still a plant, Lindy still has an asphalt plant on Second Avenue that still produces asphalt. And actually, Bob, Thursday, they're gonna have plenty of extra asphalt, so if we wanna take some of it, we can use it. And maybe work on Boone Way a little bit if we can do something down there. Or we can just send our own truck down to asphalt plant and get it if it's warm enough.
Yeah. I'll
We
get
can
it.
talk about it
Be
tomorrow.
careful if you're walking across there. That lip, after the light up night, a girl went down over there, face planted right into the street, hit that lip, and it's treacherous. It's not the borough, it's the county, but, you know, we're trying to get past it. I don't know how you can pave no matter what when the ground temperature is so cold, to be honest with you. That's on them, it's not us. Parks and Recreation, anything, Ray?
I got something on,
Excuse me? Rich?
on Public Works.
Yes,
I wanted to ask a question.
go for it.
This was over a month ago, maybe up to longer than that I brought up at a meeting to put plexiglass on them signs on Kennedy Park.
Yes, you did, I remember.
It was voted on in the past, and nothing's been done.
Okay? Note that?
Just want to bring it to your attention.
Yeah, we all agreed to do that. Laminate the signs at Kennedy Park. So-
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Bob and I talked about that.
laminate the signs at Kennedy Park. We
I
got it,
have to
Rich.
get thicker stuff.
Okay.
We did actually laminate them, but they're, basically Bob's saying we need to get something thicker.
Yeah, the stuff we were
So we
trying
did
to
do something
use was
with it.
cracking.
Oh, you gotta get plexiglass, thin piece of plexiglass.
Yeah, Bob's gonna get something better, thicker, that'll last longer.
Okay,
Because we did actually work on
From
that.
the weather and vandalism.
all right, well noted, Rich.
Okay,
All right,
thank you.
anything on private properties?
We're still waiting on all the programs to take effect. A lot of the investors are starting to work their way towards it. If you notice, Braveheart put a sign up on Main Street. He's working on a house right there now. They're picking up other houses in town. They're all,
Are they starting to take advantage of the programs?
yes, they are.
They are.
They're waiting for everything to get into place. That should be in January is what the
January
manager
will be the
said.
official start date, but we'll get the documents to them before January.
Okay.
Thank you.
Will they let us know that they're pursuing these things and some of their projects are part of the LRTA? Will they let us
Yes.
know that?
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm. I'll make sure they know it.
Okay.
I'll tell them to make sure.
Oh, we can put it out there for them. It's right for everybody.
Right, right.
Mr. President, if we go back to recreation
Sure.
for a minute.
Sure.
On this Saturday, Munhall Cares is putting together a visit with Santa from 10 to 12. And also, Light Up Night, I want to thank, Public Works, especially, Joe Heaton was out there, putting the stuff together Friday for us. And, I know we need some things there. Glenn's working on some, has a plan, I understand, right? Right. Some more outlets there, and David. So next year, we're gonna improve upon it. We're gonna have more lighting. This year is actually better than last year though, so I wanna say we have improved, but it's gonna improve more.
We can do that.
And one more thing, and I mentioned this to David, I don't know, but has Bob been able to get the chairs over from the old building?
No, not yet. I'll talk to them about that some more.
Yeah, I need one of the chairs for the breakfast for Santa, one of the old big chairs.
Okay.
So if we can have it
But I
over
think we should
here
probably try to move
tomorrow
all the
would be
nice
great.
chairs in the community room up to the third floor, just so we can use them.
And some of that furniture over there is pretty
Yeah,
nice.
it's some good furniture over there.
Beautiful.
So, but I need one chair for that breakfast with Santa thing going on.
And I had the opportunity to speak the other night at the end, and I kind of missed, but the Central Firemen, over here tonight,
Oh, yeah.
they've been there as long as I can remember.
Yeah,
They set up, they blocked the street, and they host us inside the fire hall, their building. And I forgot to mention the other night, we really appreciate what you guys do. Year in and year out, this is going back 25, 30 years. Thank you guys very much.
Barney, can I say
Sure,
about the Parks
sure.
and Rec? I know I mentioned to you all a couple times about the trees going up on Main Street. They'll be up this weekend. Savoskis already has his up there, but the Boy Scouts are putting up a tree, the Girl Scouts are putting up a tree. George Urban Green's Funeral Home will be putting theirs up. New one this year is Smart Alert. They're going to put up a tree. Dr. Dennis Zabelski is putting up a tree. Steel Valley School District, they did it last year also, but they're going to do it. And we're going to have our Steel Valley Oldie but Goodies senior citizens put up a tree.
The sewer authority's putting one up too.
Oh,
Good.
oh,
Now, if anybody else wants to add up, they can just do it on their own, they have to contact someone.
well, I mean,
Question,
Sure.
already.
is this the right time of the year to plant a tree? I don't know.
No, these are artificials, Rich.
Yeah, for Christmas trees.
On Main Street, they're just putting up trees and decorating them for Christmas like we did last year.
Okay,
Remember?
yeah, I
We had that
remember.
windstorm, most of them blew over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are the ones. So hopefully it won't happen this year.
I did put an
Okay.
article, God
I
willing.
was just curiosity.
Okay.
Yeah. This Saturday, Rusty, the Wreaths Across America.
Yeah, it starts at 12 noon at the cemetery. There's a brief laying ceremony honoring each branch of the service. And after that, we'll be placing 492 wreaths in the cemetery honoring veterans. So everybody's welcome to come at 12 noon. We have, I think we've scheduled right now, we have over 60-some volunteers. Our Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, Cub Scouts, they're coming to help, as well as other community members or whatever, so everybody's welcome. The ceremony is very, very brief. It's like gonna be from noon, maybe done in 15 minutes, and then the wreath laying after that. So we could use some help putting out 400 and some wreaths.
Wow.
That's fabulous.
They're all marked where they go. How do you know where they go?
We left the flags up that usually come down on Veterans Day, so each grave that has a flag on it will receive a wreath.
That makes some sense.
Yep.
That's a great number for the first year. I
Yes,
think.
it is.
Bernie,
So
I
that's
did,
something really to build upon. Almost
Whatever.
500.
I sent an article into the Valley Mirror to let people know that, which groups were in, and I didn't know about the sort, so you won't see yours this year, but if I get a correction, then I will.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Okay. No, I'm good, Rich. Items for consideration. Go ahead, Dave.
All right, so since we've now passed LERTA as an ordinance in Munhall, we have our first application for Project Panther in your packets. They're requesting council to approve their application. The first sheet is the form that I prepared that summarizes the information I need from them. But attached to that is the information they sent to the county for their LERTA application. But the first sheet, three pages, gives you all the information you need to really understand the project. It'll be for 5 years that the council approved the ordinance for 100% for the first 2 years, dropping down to 70, 50, and 30% at year 5. So feel free to review this. We can talk about it more in depth after you've had a look at it. The copy of the building permit is the last page. Any questions about
Any
this?
questions on that? Long overdue to get these things started, you know that.
All right, next thing is the streetlights. So I had Sergeant Smoley go out a month ago or so at 4 locations. Residents have requested streetlights on in front of their houses or by their houses. The sheet is attached, his response sent to me through Jamie. Basically, he's recommending, the council can approve all of them or whichever ones they want. But 3620 Cambria, you could add one to that spot. And then 405 Green Street, the alleyway actually, close to the intersection of Lehigh, because it gets dark there. The issue at McClure is trees might need to be trimmed back a little bit.
Okay, so we're gonna scratch it. McCord?
So, if council wants to, but this is basically what
His recommendation.
his recommendation.
Okay, so we're gonna go by that, right?
Yep, and there's no reliable place to put a light at 405 East Middle at this point in time, because of the pole does not have electricity to it.
Okay,
So those are the two at the bottom of the things that he's recommending as a police sergeant.
405 Green and 3620 Cambridge.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else?
Yes, we have bids, actually. We have a third bid that came in today for the build out. I didn't bring copies of them for you yet, because the issue I have with one of the bids. So, just so you know, we have a bid from CODIS, a bid from TRAC, and a bid from Extreme Restoration.
Okay.
The one from CODIS didn't follow the form that I had handed out. Basically, I handed out a form with all, that Matt prepared for me, all of the breakdown of all the expenses. And they just gave me a block text, which I can't compare.
No,
It is cheaper, but I also can't compare this.
no,
Then that shouldn't be accepted.
that shouldn't be accepted.
Basically, so we have two, I would view legitimate bids at this point in time. We have TRAC at $89,368.20 for, this is for the build out of the second floor, the security build out in front of the mayor's office, plus the work on the third floor stairwell.
Okay,
All three of those projects. And then Extreme Restoration at $84,451.53.
okay.
If you guys want to look at the bids, you're welcome to. I can make copies for next week. We'll vote on it next week.
I'll stop down and look at them.
That's fine. So those are the three, well, two bids, I say, because of two legitimate ones, in my opinion.
Where is track from, David?
I don't know. Let me see if they have
I know
a
it's
What are they called?
restoration is right
track, I
here.
think. Where is it? Track Unlimited, it's Cassaville Drive.
Wow,
Pittsburgh.
yeah, right there.
Did you say the lowest one was?
Extreme Restoration at $84,451.53.
Okay,
That's all I have. Unless anybody has questions about anything.
we kind of finished up the budget.
Yep.
Any additional items we want to add to the agenda tonight? I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Motion, go to second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting adjourned.
Okay,
Rich, we're done.
okay.
All right.
Mr. President, can I have 2 minutes to speak, sir? Or I'll give you 30, no, maybe just a minute.
I usually don't do this.
Just a minute, I promise.
I kind of threw it out there.
I know, when I came in late in public comment, I didn't want to hold the meeting up.
Okay, go ahead, go ahead.
Thank you. My name is Aaron Adams.
Go
On January 2nd, I'll be sworn in to be our county council representative for District 9.
Sure.
Just some of you I know, some of you I don't know. This is me, a part of this process for me is getting out to all the communities within our district, understanding that I'm going to be the representative, putting my face out there. Once I get sworn in on January 2nd, I will have more information about contact information for me at the office, mobile phone, email. So I'll make sure that the letter goes out to all council members and the borough manager. I just wanted to come here today to introduce myself. I will be out and about. Anything that comes through the county, heck of a meeting to come through for the county. I hear there's a couple.
We want to work
instances that
together
need to be
with you as
done.
much as we possibly can.
Absolutely, and that's my intent. I look forward to working with all of you. Hoping to be energetic and being a big part of a lot of these communities. And Munhall's a big part of the district. As I heard tonight, very fiscally responsible as the budget came out this year. Sounds really good, coming into it. A lot of the communities in the area, aren't that fortunate, but like I said, Munhall's one of the stronger communities, it seems like, within this district, and I look forward to really working with you about what works here, what I can work for in some of these other neighborhoods as well, and thank you for your time.
So if West Street isn't paid by the time you get sworn in,
I'll take the blame, I'll take it all.
we're going to be all over you.
No problem. Thank you for your time, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.